What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, I want to give you a quick update as to what Solana's price is doing, so with that in mind, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. So, looking at Solana here, what we can see is that its price made a pretty damn good move from what we talked about yesterday. In yesterday's video, I told you, look, we need to see this backtest find its way. We need to see it happen. Of course, over the last few weeks, we have been putting in what's called a double bottom, and we just recently broke the MLR, this key resistance zone for a double bottom. And in yesterday's video, I was talking about the fact that we're gonna need to see support held here. We're gonna need to see Solana's price be able to come back test this level and continue upwards if we want to see this break to the upside. As many of you do know, we have currently a price target on the breakout of roughly, $196 to $199, meaning that Solana's price could be revisiting $200 if we're capable of executing on this double bottom. But one thing stands in the way, and what stands in the way is this Fibonacci resistance sitting right above us and the descending level of resistance from this wedge that we've been in for the last couple months. And so what we're paying the most amount of attention to right now is how things are going to happen here, because it's getting more and more interesting as we are reaching in towards this resistance zone. Well, what I will say is that as we have now seen this successful backtesting of support, that is a very good sign. It just goes to show that the bulls were capable of capturing some of this bearish territory and flipping it into a bullish support zone in which we can then use as a foundation to try to continue upwards. And currently, being that Solana's price is around $166, that is a very good sign that we are at least coming up to test to see if we're going to be able to break through this descending level of resistance and our top side of our 618 to 786 zone. And so even if this isn't the moment, right? Even if this is the moment when, maybe Solana starts to cool down or pull back, the fact that we were capable of building the support, the fact that the bulls were able to step in like this, even on a day where the market's not doing the best, it just goes to show that the bulls are here. And it does give me even further conviction that even though it may not be right now, at some given point within the next few weeks, there's a very high chance and high likelihood that we do get the breakout of this wedge, and that could be the door opening for Solana to continue its run back up to its all-time high. Now, does that mean that I'm buying at this exact moment? Honestly, no, it doesn't. One of the primary reasons I am not buying at this exact moment is just because what we are seeing here on the 4-hour RSI. On the 4-hour chart, as we are starting to put in this push to the upside and we're setting in these higher highs, we're still setting in lower highs here on the RSI, and that just goes to show me that when a price and the RSI have a change, a difference, they're not running in tandem with each other, it's called a divergence. And in this case, it's called a bearish divergence, which typically means that although the price is running, overall underlying momentum is slowing down and the bulls are weakening to some degree. And if that starts to happen while you're approaching a key level of resistance, the likelihood of you being able to just smash straight through that resistance is rather low. Usually it takes you pushing maybe up towards it, consolidating, cooling back, maybe pulling back, seeing a bit of a cool down, establishing some more support, letting this cool down towards here, opening up the door of opportunity to the upside, then you make the move to the upside. And so yes, although I do believe that we are going to get this breakout of this wedge sometime rather soon, next couple weeks maybe, I'm not quite convinced that it's going to be within the next 2 or 3 days. And so because of that, I'm not going to be doing any buying right now. I did a ton of buying around that $120, $130 level. So realistically, all I'm doing is sitting back and waiting as per usual, like I've been doing for the last week or two, and just letting this thing play out. But of course, as we do continue to interact with these resistance levels, as we do get given signs and hints and clues as to what could be on the way, I will continue to update you. But the main focus of today's video is just to say, look, we successfully flipped this resistance into some support. That's very bullish. It opens up our odds and chances of being able to break this macro trend line very soon, even more. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, because we are showing signs that we might slow down as we get here, and it might take us a little while to make that move if that's what's going to happen. So of course, again, I will continue to update you as this does play out. Of course, I hope you guys do enjoy these quick updates. I feel sometimes weird about the fact that my videos can be like 3 or 4 minutes long, but I think you'd rather have a quick update than no update at all. So definitely let me know down in the comments below if that is the case. But overall, of course, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.